It's good to be alive. It's good to be me. It's good to be you. It's good to be here right now. Woo! Woo! What's up, everybody? How you doing? My name is Hannah Bowers, singer-songwriter and coach for creatives. If you're new here, this is a video series that is dedicated to capturing my creative growth journey and sharing everything that I've learned and experienced with all of you. And in this video, I am sharing updates from the end of summertime, August, September, transitioning into fall. This wasn't really a summer of fun for me this year, not because I didn't have fun, it just wasn't based around fun, and that's okay. I was very focused on growing my business and diving back into making more music. And of course, I spent a lot of time in deep reflection on my current reality and dreaming up a future one. Really evaluating my path and what I'm doing every day and asking myself, is this what I want? Is this serving the future goals that I have? Is this all working out for me? Which is a check-in questioning process that I think we should all do with ourselves pretty regularly. And I'm very excited for this video in particular because in this deep reflection time of working really hard and examining my life, I realized that I have a very new big goal. And so I'm excited to talk about it. For those of you that don't know, I run a company called PAL that supports the personal and professional growth of creatives. And I have been very busy all summer expanding that community, planning and hosting a lot of events, developing meaningful partnerships, running a podcast, and I just started a newsletter, which if you're a creative person that wants to receive this newsletter full of events and resources and opportunities for creative people of all kinds and based in all locations, I will put a link in the description to sign up for that newsletter. Now, the expansion of PAL is key in this bigger realization that I had the past couple of months. I've always had this long-term goal that I've talked about before on this channel of having a physical location for PAL, a place where we would have co-working during the day and wellness spaces and creative studios and host events of all kinds. And that's a dream that I still have. But with this kind of rapid expansion that I've experienced with PAL in the past couple of months, I started realizing that maybe it wasn't as far off as I thought. And that's really exciting to think that this big long-term dream that I've had in my head for years, I could actually start building and have it and see it. So with this dream much closer to me than I thought, I got super stoked, and I took that super stoked energy and I went and created a whole mock plan of how that business was gonna look. All of the potential revenue streams and the expenses. I was looking up physical locations and what it would cost for rent and coming up with staffing plans and daily schedules and all the details that you would need for a business plan. So if you can just imagine me in this fever dream state, I don't know if I was caffeinated, but I was on this high of this energy and I'm crunching numbers and I'm in the zone, and then I look back at everything that I created and I was like, wow, I can do this. And so there was a lot of positive, exciting feelings that were arising in that situation, and then some other feelings started showing up. Amidst these feelings of inspiration and excitement, I was also noticing some doubt, and I started asking myself, is this what I really want? If I could have this dream exactly tomorrow, would I accept that? And I talked to my girlfriend and my friends about it, and the answer that I came up with was actually no. It's not that I don't want that ever, I still want that, but I don't want that right now. Then of course, the natural response to that, you might be asking me, Hannah, then what do you want? And the answer was just so clear to me. I want to travel. I want to explore the world and come up with creative projects with artists from all over, and not committing to having a physical location that I had to come home to and take care of and make sure was always running. So even though this is a beautiful dream and I still want it, I am 28 years old and I am not ready to commit to my career so heavily. And that's because I'm still building my career. Some of you might be 28 and in a completely different place. You might be younger than me and in a completely different place. But me, Hannah Bowers, I am 28 years old and I am building my dream life. It's not done yet. I have things to learn. I have experiences that I am seeking. I don't want my life to be driven by my career. So this is where my new goal comes in. I want to get to a place where I'm traveling often and my lifestyle and finances are flexible and supportive enough for me to do that. And I want to create often, but not for any particular end goal. I don't want to commit to an album cycle, a tour, anything with consistency I don't want to commit to. There's one voice in my head that's telling me like, you're crazy, you have commitment issues. And then there's the other voice in me that's just like, no, Committing at 28 years old is what's crazy. Committing before you're ready, committing before your vision is crystal clear, committing before you have all of the experiences and wisdom possible to make the best decision for yourself. Anyway, I just want to create any music that I want to. I want to release an alternative hip hop EP collaboration and a psychedelic instrumental track and indie rock songs and just song after song after song, and it doesn't have to be consistent, it doesn't have to be one thing. I just want to get in the room with creatives that I vibe with and see what happens. I want to make art. So in short, my new goal is to explore through travel and creation. I think it would be so sick if I could start sharing blog videos like this, capturing my experiences that I'm having all over the world, meeting all sorts of new people, and that would just be a whole new avenue that I would really enjoy making videos about. Because honestly, all that is what life's about. Having experiences, making relationships, creating every day, finding joy, learning, curiosity, the list goes on. That's what I want my life to be about. But enough about me, let's connect this back to you and the kind of general lessons that I have taken from this experience in my life. A big theme in that is the separation between your long-term goal and your everyday life experience. So let's do a little coaching exercise together. Now, I do this coaching exercise with all of my clients. It's essentially what coaching is, but I want you to take your long-term dream, if you have one, and break that down into every single step that you are going to have to take to get there. You can either work forwards, thinking of where you are now and the next step from here, or you can work backwards, thinking of the end goal and what would happen right before that. Maybe you're mixing the two together and you say, this is where I'm starting and this is where I'm ending, and you meet somewhere in the middle and you have a nice clear step-by-step book. And through this exercise, we are bridging the gap between here and there, which can give us more of that super stoked energy that I talked about earlier, because it's making us feel like the future is possible and the future is now. And look, I have this tangible plan right in front of me that shows me that it's possible and it's happening and I'm on my way there. Now, the next thing you're gonna do is see if you can put any dates or a timeline on your list. It doesn't have to be exactly right. There's no way for you to predict the future, how long things are going to take, but it just gives you a little bit of an idea. So you can take some time to create this guide and come back to the video to finish it, but really take your time. Don't rush this process. Get as detailed as you can with this. The huge point that I want to stress here is that you don't have to wait until you're there, until you've done the thing, you have the goal to feel happy and successful. You can feel that today. Which brings us to the second half of this conversation, your everyday experience. It might take a long time to build that dream life, and that is not time to be wasted. This is time to live as fully as possible. This today life is not less than your future life. It's just as valuable. So treat it like it is. What are things that you can do in your everyday life, your everyday experience that bring you joy, that make you feel proud of yourself, that make you feel successful, that make you feel excited for the future, but also in love with your life as it is right now, loving the process every single day of building your dream life. Because once you've built that dream life, you're gonna have more and more goals. The goals will never stop coming. So you have to start living right now. Connecting it back to my story at the beginning, that's what I'm doing with travel and creation. I know my long-term goal, but I'm not ready to go there yet. I'm trying to make the most of my everyday experience. And what I want right now is to see the world and make art. Life is just meant to be enjoyed. And maybe you don't see things that way. That's okay, but that's my philosophy. And if you're open to it, you can give that a try too. Another thing I want to mention is it's okay to build this path towards your goals and then veer from it. Like I said, there's no way for you to predict the future. So if other things happen, maybe there's a shortcut to your goals that you couldn't have expected. Maybe there's a huge obstacle that knocks you off course and makes you realize you have to do things a different way. Maybe the goal changes and then you have to create a whole new path. That's okay. That's all a part of life. That's what life is. And that's why it is so important to just love every single day, love the process, because that's what's right here, right now. Build your emotional experience from the present. Don't let any past or future anxieties cloud what can be a beautiful present moment that you create for yourself. So take your time, you have plenty of it. Make your everyday experience something that you love, and make the path towards your goals the most beautiful path that you can imagine. That is the assignment, if you choose to accept it. And that's it today, my friends. That's all that's on my heart, on my mind. I've just been excited to share this part of my story and keep living it and come back and share some more with you. If you want to share how your creative growth is going for you, send me a message, go to the PAL Instagram, sign up for the newsletter, do all of the things. I am here to talk and I would love to get to know you. So have so much fun doing whatever it is that you do. Take care of yourselves and peace out.